Can you hear that when I roll it?
And no, wait.
I'm gonna go right now.
Roll what?
Are those the metal dice?
So yeah, I'm rolling.
Everyone, shh.
Oh,
Ooh, do that again.
Okay. I'm rolling in my hands right now.
Yeah.
Can you hear those?
Yeah.
yes.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty
But
good.
there's
It's not
this like
heavy.
reverberate almost, like it kind of goes. Brrr.
Now there's a dent in your desk.
Oh, might as well be. Yeah. These
Are those your blacksmith fucking
These are my
crazy dice?
hand-forged dice from a blacksmith in... where is he from? He's in the UK somewhere.
Yeah, that's gonna be real. That's gonna be real impartial. I love it.
Are they precise though? Like, are they, are they properly weighted?
Probably
Yeah,
not.
they're probably weighted so he gets 6s all the time.
I did a bunch of test rolls to see, like, are these things, like, even serviceable? And they're actually pretty good. But there was no discernible...
How do you know
like,
they aren't?
I was, like, counting.
Have you put them in water? I guess I can't.
I
do the
was
water
counting,
test.
and that is science.
Did you write it down though? That's real science.
Are we actually starting now? So, that Warhammer universe is really unforgiving, and now I hate this game because my poor character. Oh my god.
I think, yeah, like, I would say that, like, last episode is, like, probably heaped the most trauma onto any player.
All of
and,
us.
like,
Single
and
player,
it's a single player.
Player,
Like,
not
honestly,
character.
The amount of bad things that have happened to a player so far, it has been, like, just doubled up and just thrown at Maris. So breaking new ground, Maris.
Thank you
Great.
for your sacrifice.
Okri
Yes.
got a lot of arrow. Didn't Okri get a shit ton of arrows slamming into him?
You did get shot a bunch, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
But also shot back.
Did someone use a Soulfire last game?
Yeah, Okri
It
did,
was Okri, yeah. He healed with it.
Oh yeah, right.
and
That's
then
why I
we-
only have-
Then we figured out we can just drink water. It's all good.
That's how I know. Yeah.
I feel like we were talking about, like, well, why did Okri use Soulfire? What's the reason for it? And it's like, well, he just lives for himself or something.
He's
like,
a greedy
yeah,
bastard.
He's good. Yeah, he's a greedy bastard, and we're all kind and agreed to it because he's a greedy bastard.
Everything around you is aflame. Thick trees crack and split under the heat. Their embered needles rain down around you like hellfire. Grugny's face lies broken in two, her cargo and crew spilled out across the smoldering jungle floor like ruptured guts. Through the roar of the jungle aflame around you, voices scream for help. And I want all of you to roll me something real quick here. So you went down in this flaming crash. I want to know how you're faring. So tell me how you tried to weather the crash, and then I get you to do a roll based on that.
So you say weather the crash, like as the crash as the crash is happening?
Yeah. So the ship had been struck by like another vessel, and it started to soar down to the jungle floor. What is your character doing to try and avoid, significant damage, being thrown from the wreckage, etc.?
Bracing, pretty much, right? Bracing for impact.
Yeah, like what did you do
Sure.
to brace? I actually,
Right.
I know exactly what Cass would do. She would look around for the nearest refrigerator because we know that those can survive nuclear explosions.
Okay.
And she's
Okay.
gonna crawl right in,
Cast
close
dice.
the door. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm gonna start re-rolling my character.
All right. So Cass, I want you to roll an awareness mind for 2.
Okay.
And that's going to represent you looking around for some kind of refrigerator-like element.
Let's see. How many refrigerators can we find here? We have a 4, 5, and a 1, so 2 success.
Okay, Okri, what do you do?
So on a Argonaut like ship, there's the mast, which is kind of like obviously the center. I'm going to go right to the mast and hunker at the base of the mast.
Okay, do a 4-2 might body check.
Uh-oh. Okay, might body. I got a single 4.
Okay, and Maris, what do you do?
She can't come into this
So-
this refrigerator. There's only room for one.
I don't think Maris has her wits about her that much, because I think right before the crash happened, she just saw a big ass demon. So like she's a little bit panicked and terrified right now. How close were we all together before that happened? Like if I wanted to follow Okri.
Yeah, so you'd be close-ish. So if I remember correctly, Okri and Cass were on the left-hand side of the ship. You'd crawled down on the right-hand side, just as the crash happened. So you're not exceptionally far away.
Okay. Well, so I had let Pickles loose, like before I went up to that
Pickles!
mast. Yeah,
No!
I know. So like I think my big worry is I'm going to call for Pickles, and I'm going to just hold on to whatever is near. If it's Okri, if it's the side of the ship, probably the side of the ship. It's wherever I might find Pickles.
What is your priority? Is it your safety or Pickles' safety?
Pickles safety.
Okay, 4-2 beast handling soul.
Oh shit. I don't have anything in beast handling, so just soul. Yeah, okay.
I
Sounds
swear to
about right.
God, if you
You
kill
said-
Pickles in the first 5 minutes,
Well, I didn't want to lie because I just realized
no,
like, oh
not
no.
you, not you. This is directed at Dave.
Okay, sorry, it was a 4-2.
4-2 beast handling soul.
Okay, I'm just rolling soul. I got a 4 and a 3, so 1 success.
Okay, all right.
Pickles is
so
only half dead.
Pickles, yeah. Pickles is eviscerated in half.
now. You saved half of your pet. It's fine. Like that's pretty
It
good.
doesn't grow back.
Oh shit!
As Grungy's face is plummeting towards the jungle canopy out of this miasmic cloud, and the ship actually begins to like crack along the center. Okri, as you're hanging onto the mast, you feel the deck splinter below you and rip open,
Uh-oh.
and you lose consciousness as the ship breaks apart and you're unable to cling to the mast.
Okay.
Cass, you
Find a very juicy ham in the refrigerator. It absorbs the brunt of the fall.
you
Dave just
Take a
stops. He's
cue.
like,
uh-huh.
nah.
uh-huh. You basically crystal skull this, and you whip open a refrigeration compartment on the side of this normally used hold in Bugman's second. You rip the racks out. The beer goes careening over the edge and into the abyss. Without a second glance at your companions, you go inside and seal the door shut behind you. I'm teasing a little bit about how you do that, but Maris, you
up yours, people.
yeah.
Okri cries over the beer.
I don't know the beer because I probably would. There'd be blood.
Yeah.
Bad blood.
You don't know about the beer being spilled, yeah.
Oh, I don't.
But and Maris, as you frantically regain your footing, you had just had a little bit of an out-of-body experience where you came face to face with a creature out of this world, and not in like a tubular way, but in out of like a reality sort of sense. You desperately look around for where. What is Pickles? What is he again? Is it Mustori?
Mustori. Yeah.
Okay, so as you're looking for fan favorite, please draw fan art of Pickles story. You see him clutching. He's got his little hands in a railing, but he's so light that his like back half is like flying off. He's like up in the air, and he's like kind of scraping at it. And you see his little claws begin to one by one. And just as he lets go, you reach out a hand and grab him by the tail. He graciously kind of curls around you and kind of crawls back into your cloak. But as you took time to do that, you turn around and you were going to go get Okri, and you turn around and he's gone. You don't see Okri anymore. In fact, you don't see the front half of the ship anymore.
Oh.
As it falls away ahead of you, you frantically look around for anyone else on the ship. You see some of the Dwarden crew, grabbing onto something, and you see the canopy begin to break below you, and your vision goes black as well as you hear the sickening crush of Grungy's face hitting the ground.
Ooh, my face.
Damn.
And then we rejoin where you are on the ground right now. Your eyes, actually, I think first, Cass, you're the first to see this. You hear the crash outside. You're still in this pitch black box. What do you do?
I check myself. I place my hands all over my body. Are there any pieces missing.
Your body is gone. No, it's fine. It's just dark. It's just
You
Where
are
did I
one
put
with
it?
the fridge.
yeah,
Holy
it's
shit.
It's just dark in here.
I had a moment of like, oh my god.
I'm no longer a cowpoke. I'm a fridge person.
Oh, I was going to ask actually as well. What is the name of Cass's class? Because I put Rustler before because I wasn't sure what it was.
I like it. Honestly, like it can be any of those typical names. I have it written down on my sheet as cowpoke because I thought it was kind of catchy and nice. But Rustler is also pretty good.
I like Rustler.
Rustler.
Rustler's pretty good.
No, wait, rustlers are bad, aren't they? They rustle cows. You don't. Rustlers are ne'er do wells.
I'm defining rustler. A person who rounds up and steals cattle, horses, or sheep. I don't think Cass would steal cattle, would she?
No, definitely.
No.
I don't think so. Yeah. All right.
A rancher? Cowpoke. There you go.
Yeah, I think I'd like to be a cowpoke. A cowpoke.
Cattle rustling aside, I know that's something we often do try and talk about in Questward. It's a real problem that affects a lot of our listeners, but I think we'll go into that in a special episode on its own. Cass, you're in a refrigerator. It smells like spilt beer, and you also smell this ashy flame from outside.
I like to crack open the door.
A cold one.
A beer.
I'd like, yeah, actually, you know what? You're right. I'd like to crack open a cold one.
You step out of the fridge and into this complete flaming war zone with a cold one in hand, and you look around. And you see Grungy's face has landed in a clearing. You only see the front half of the ship where you are right now. It's the prow with the broken turret on the front part of the cabin. You see the interior cargo spilled out all over the ground. The Dwarden crew, some of them still coming to. Many of them are out of your line of sight. There's thick smoke filling your vision. Behind you, you're facing the front of the ship. Behind you, you see a large copse of these broad-leafed jungle trees. You do not see the back half of the ship.
Cass is going to take a quick swig and jump into action. She's going to find anyone that seems to be hurt or just, still living. Try to pull them free of the wreckage, get them on their feet if possible, or just pull them to like a safe distance.
Okay.
She doesn't know if this thing is going to explode. She doesn't know if it can explode, but she's got a job to do, and dang gummit, she's going to do it.
Sure. And you have let's say about 30 seconds of reaction time before everyone else comes to. You don't see either of your companions nearby, but you do hear muffled screaming coming from the front half of the ship. You don't see any survivors immediately, but you do see this ship, in flames.
Well, it does make sense that if she doesn't see anyone immediately, you meant like see anyone immediately where the screaming's coming from. To be clear, I think what I'm asking is actually she wants to like get her bearings and take stock of the situation to see how she can triage it best.
Sure. Yeah, go for it. Do an awareness mind 4-2.
Awareness mind, okay. 6 for 3, so that is 2 success.
Okay, great.
4-2, 4-2.
So you hear a couple things. First, you do hear a screaming. You can kind of localize that screaming from the front half of the ship. You get the impression that based on general commotion, you hear 3 passengers inside the front. You also hear through the trees behind you a series of small explosions that rattle through the trees, and sharp, more shrill screams as those explosions punctuate the chaos.
She's going to take that as either something's coming or other boats are exploding, so she feels like there's some necessity to act quickly here. So I guess she'll run over to the where screaming's coming from, because they seem to be people in immediate danger, and she'll assess like what can she do to free them.
So you're going towards the front of the ship?
Correct. Not the explosion screaming, the screaming
Okay.
from people that seem to be trapped. Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. So that's the front of the ship. Okay, so you can tell that going into this ship right now is quite dangerous. We're going to be dealing with environmental hazards here, so this is specifically going to be a deadly hazard. A major hazard causes serious injury. These are things like poisonous spores, or when a creature enters the hazard for the first time or starts its turn there, it takes 3 damage.
Okay.
So going into the front of the ship you'll take 3 damage.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. This is a deadly hazard. Hang on. Let's amplify this a little bit. A deadly hazard causes near fatal injury. These are things like boiling lava or falling into acidic silver rivers. These are very colorful descriptions. When a
Sorry, am I
creature
walking
enters-
like right through a big old flame here? Like, what's?
Imagine that the interior of this ship is like wreathed in flame, like very severe flame. When you enter the hazard for the first time or start your turn there, you take 5 damage.
Ooh.
So if you want to, you're trying to like get people out of this wreckage. Is that the general idea?
Yeah, I would prefer not to be on fire while I do it.
Well,
Well, you got to be on fire if you want to save some lives.
You never said you weren't gonna walk into it.
yeah.
Like in my mind, I'm reading that like I can navigate this some way, but if you just take damage, you just take damage, I guess.
So if you want to start getting people out of this wreckage, you're going to be doing an extended test.
Okay.
So you could do, you could solve it in a few different ways, but yeah, basically if you're going to try and like get people out, you're going to have to do a DN 312 body might extended test. So means you'll need 12 successes. However, basically what that means is you can add up your successes over multiple rolls.
Okay. How many rolls am I going into here?
So you'll need to basically do a roll every turn until you can get everybody out.
Okay.
Yeah, so like basically like there's like a threshold here of how many people you can get out at a time.
Okay. Well,
You could try something else. That's basically if you're literally going in and trying to help people.
all right. Let's get this ball rolling.
You could just let them die.
Dave, I would just like to let them die.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
Completely
works.
valid in terms of like you not wanting to go up in a plume of flames.
Yeah, I'll just yell in. Sorry, my DM said I might get hurt. All right, let's get this show on the road. Hit me with what I got to do to save these poor souls.
Okay, so how are you going to save them? You can imagine they're inside this wreck, pinned between like metal, cargo, debris, general detritus, highly in flames. What do you want to do?
Well, first thing I think Cass would check to see if there was any kind of like, I guess she knows what a fire extinguisher is, like something that she could use to keep the flames at bay or extinguish them. And if that doesn't exist, she'll wade in waist deep and get to work. Fight the flames off.
Yeah, you could do an awareness mind. Let's just do a 4-2, and you'll kind of assess the situation if you see any like extinguishing gear or anything like that.
Let's see if I can get 3 in a row. That is 0 successes.
Okay. Yeah, you're not able to find it, and to be honest, like you're not sure whether that's that there isn't the safety gear, or it was thrown away in the crash, or if you just don't see it. So it could be many things.
All right, she'll wrap herself tight in her heavy clothing and run on in.
DN 3 body might check, and you'll need to get 12 successes in order to get everybody out.
Body might. All right. Well, it's impossible to get it in 1, so let's give this a shot. I'm rolling 4 die for body might. I've got a 5, 1, 1, 2, so 1 success, I think there.
Okay. Also, what was your health before this? Like, what was your toughness from last battle?
I think it's at 10 because I drank some drops just before we ended it.
Gotcha. And how much armor do you have?
1.
Okay, so you get in there, you start trying to find people, and a lick of flame kind of like scorches the side of your head, that you're able to get away from it. You're going to take 4 damage, with your armor taking 1 off. You're in here. This is still going to be a round where you guys can use stuff like metal, because we're going to be treating this like a combat encounter in terms of like prioritization. Do you want to use your metal, or do you want to save it?
Well, I guess I could just use it to roll again, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's get these. So I wade in. I've got flames around me.
Sorry, I also just want to clarify as well. If you end your turn in here, if you start the turn in here, you're going to take another 5 damage.
Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try to get somebody out by the end of this turn.
Okay.
So that's what I'm rolling for?
Yeah.
All right. Come on. 2 successes, 2 fails.
Okay.
Respectable.
Yeah, it is. You managed to spot a Dwarden. She has like her Caradron gear, an arm sticking out of the wreckage, and she kind of like reaches for you. You manage to clasp hands and pull her out of the wreckage, and she's able to get free. So yeah, coughing, even through the exosuit, and like limps away and is able to get away from the flames. You've saved this person.
I give myself a pat on the back and then dive out of the ship, knowing full well that if I spend a turn there, I'll take more damage.
Well, So you had, unfortunately, that's
Oh,
all
no.
3 of your actions. Yeah.
I did. going in.
Yeah,
doing 2
because
rolls. Yeah.
move to go in, yeah, and then the 2 rolls, yeah.
Curse you, action economy.
Okay, and then that's the end of that
Tricky
initial
DM.
first round. And then I want to know what's everyone's initiative.
4.
5.
4.
Okri, you're up.
Am I?
In the commotion, you're going to take 3 damage from being flung from the hull.
Okay, with armor negating one.
Yeah, you can take armor off of that. And for this first turn, you are going to have the blinded trait.
Okay.
You can't see. And the difficulty of mind
Yeah.
awareness tests that rely on sight are increased by 2. Opposed mind awareness tests are made at greater disadvantage, and your melee accuracy and defense decreased by 1 step.
Okay.
As you regain consciousness, your head had basically cranged really hard against one of the steel beams.
Right.
And you can push yourself up off the ground, but your optics are actually...
They're rebooting.
Yeah. If you want to do an awareness mind, I can kind of describe the setting to you because you can't see at the moment.
Increased by 2. Okay.
Actually, do a 5-1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awareness mind.
Yeah.
So let's do 5 dice. 2 6s.
I guess. Okay, I was actually going to change it to 5-2 because I realized you had your modifier. So, but that's great. 2 6s.
I
so-
didn't actually. I'm not using it because the my optics are off, so I don't get that extra. Oh, you mean about it getting worse?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I was
No,
going to change
I
it to
got-
5-2, but as long as you got that,
I
that's
got
great.
2 6s.
Awesome. Based on your hearing, you can and the creaking of the ship. You've been around these ships for a long time. You can actually deduce that you're near the back half of the ship.
Okay.
You hear the trees around you, crackling and splintering as these flames creep along the ground. You actually can hear overhead the screaming discs of Tzeentch skimming past, still in pursuit of the crashed ship.
Okay.
Also hear a series of explosions going off within the hull of the ship to your right.
Okay.
So these explosions kind of rattle across the entire jungle canopy.
Right.
What do you do?
Okay. And I'm grounded, right? I'm actually on the ground.
Yeah, you've been flung from the ship. Yeah, but you basically
Oh, okay. I'm just
cranged your head on one of the beams, and you kind of find yourself on the ground.
okay. So I'm not in the ship. Okay. I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to take some time to kind of slap, fiddle, and try and get my my sight back online.
Sure. Basically, this will auto clear at the end of the turn. If you
Oh,
wanted
okay.
to, though, I would let you take off the helmet as a free action, but you won't have any benefits of the helmet.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to see. So I'm
That's
gonna take the helmet off and figure out, kind of get my bearings, see what's going on.
You actually spot those explosions that have been going off.
Mm-hmm.
You realize that these are satchels of medical supplies that are igniting as the flame hits them. You can spot the ship's apothecary. She's actually a human.
Okay.
She is trying to pick these medical satchels up off the ground. You see her begin to run towards one, but a piece of falling cinder comes off of one of the trees, hits the container, and explodes before she's able to get close to it.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, she's trying to. She's waving a few stragglers over for aid, but no one's really willing to get near the explosives right now.
I'm going to go help her.
Cool.
I'm going to run up, try and find the first satchel, and go snatch it. First satchel I can see.
Do a 4-1 mind awareness.
Okay. 2 successes.
Awesome. 2 successes? Okay, cool. So you actually pick up 2 of these satchels. You can actually add these to your inventory. These are apothecary satchels.
Okay.
With that look, you actually can tell that there are 20 of these scattered along the ground. There are 18 left.
Okay. I'm going to go. I guess I'm going to use a metal and try and snatch up a couple more
Sure.
as I go. And at the same time, I will call out and say, "Are you injured? Is everything okay?"
Cool. Yeah, do your roll.
Yes.
More screams.
4 successes.
Damn, nice. Good job. Okay, so now there are 14 left. She gives you a look, and you just see her eyes are broad, wide eyes, she's panicked. She's shaking. I can't leave these here. If these detonate, they could destroy the whole thing. You got to help me. I can't let these just go. These people need these. And she runs and grabs another. And as she does so,
Uh-oh.
she
Looks
picks
like
it up
I'm going to get some of
successfully.
that good trauma. Oh, okay. Looks like we're all getting trauma today.
She introduces herself as Elma.
Elma?
Yeah.
Elma, I'm Okri. I'm here to help. It's all right. Everything's going to be okay. Just try and grab as many of these as you can.
Cool. Yeah, she does so, and she is okay.
All right. Yeah, I guess I'll keep doing that, and then once we gather as many as we can, I'll start kind of heading towards the main crash.
Cool.
Okay.
Dave makes a thing where I have to be on fire the whole time, and you get to pick up some satchels.
I honestly thought I was going to be in the ship when he was like, "Oh, the ship's on fire." I was like, "Oh,
You know,
oh.
you know what? I will take being on fire over watching a man die and a 30-foot demon staring at me.
Yeah." Speaking of which,
Are you trying to one up me with your emotional trauma or something? Is that what's
Sure
going on?
am.
Okay. All right, you try being on fire for a bit. How's that?
Touche.
Cass, you actually had a bonus round before, so you're actually able to act again.
Oh, cool.
But that also
No,
technically means that
yeah. That's great.
take
Yeah,
5 damage.
Yeah, thank you. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you for the extra round here.
The DM gives and takes.
Some of these people may have to save themselves. I'm just saying. Okay, I'm in the fire. I need to roll
Yep.
to resist fire, I assume here.
Well, you don't get to resist it, but you're basically able to take people out of it. So you have the 5 damage applied to you minus the 1 for your armor.
Okay, it just happens. Got it.
It just happens, yeah.
Okay, I'm down to 1 toughness, so this is the last round I'm spending in this fire. By the end of this round, I'm out.
Yep, makes sense. What do you do?
So I hear screams around me. I go to the nearest scream and say, "You're the last chance." Sorry, everybody else. I don't actually say that, but I valiantly try to free them from their situation. I see a small dwarven woman beneath a crate, and she's trying to push it off of her. I give it a good body check, trying to remove it off the top of her and free her. I assume I just rolling the same thing. 4 to
It's a DN3 body might check.
DN3 body might. Hey, okay, that's not too bad. 3 5s and a 6, so we're looking at 4
So you got-
success.
Nice. Okay, cool. Yeah, you're able to, with that roll, you're able to save an additional 2 people in here.
I run at the crate and I push it off of her, and it actually topples another crate.
Onto someone else, actually.
Oh!
Yes. But that is a chain reaction that causes a plank to lift, and it frees another person. So
It's
net
the
positive.
fabulous Rube Goldberg ship.
Yeah, so these 2 other Caradron survivors rush out of the ship and are safe.
And so I rush out the same way that they go, patting down my body as parts of my clothing and hair are on fire.
Awesome. And do you want to do a mind awareness? Awareness
Sure.
mind?
Awareness
4-1.
mind. 4-1. I have 4, 3, and a 2. That's 1 success, right?
Yep, you got it. Yeah, so you don't hear any more screams coming from inside the prow of the ship, but you do hear some muffled cries coming from other parts of the battlefield. Basically, there's a couple folks trapped under some beams here and there.
I got a total of 3 people out, right?
Yep, that's right.
Well,
There's
I'll
2 more.
look over to them and I'll say, "Now look here. There's a whole bunch more people that need help, and I'm gonna need your help to get them all out of here. If you can go and find yourself someone to save and get them clear of the wreckage, that'd be best for those people, and I assume for ourselves."
They're pretty worse for wear, but they do nod that they're going to try. They'll have to roll in order to do anything, but they'll try next turn.
Just remember, there's people's lives at stake here, and it's your fault if you can't save them.
All right.
Cass, I think you had a medal. Do you want to use it or save it?
Sure. Yeah, I'll use it to move over to the nearest cry for help. I feel like
Sure.
I'm just kind of darting around the battlefield, just hey, you okay?
I picture you're kind of cowboy hopping over stuff, doing the little
The cowboy hop. Yeah.
cowboy hop. Yeah. I believe it's the
Wow.
cowboy bebop is I think the technical term for it. But you're able to free move
Jesus.
I'm
because it's in
cringing
your
right now.
zone.
Oh God.
You're able to free move because they're in your zone to one of these folks. It's a rather heavy-set dwarden who has a spear of basically aether rebar in his chest, and he's wheezing.
Do not fear. I will help you as soon as the action economy allows.
Well, you actually can move for free in your zone, and you could free move to this guy.
Yeah, I do that, and I say to him, because I'm standing over him now, presumably, just waiting.
Yep.
I must wait till my turn rolls over, my good friend.
Well, no. So what I'm saying is, you use 2 actions: one to one to save those people in the zone,
Oh, and then one to move
Did-
out though. Move out
and
of
one to
that
move
zone.
out. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
but you could use a medal if you wanted, or you could save the medal.
To move over to him. Yeah, that's what we did.
No, but the movement is free. Okay, we're moving on.
Oh, okay.
Maris.
Uh,
Maris.
Yes.
Did I just fail to save someone? I'm not picking up what you're putting down.
You killed him, is what you did.
I kept saying you had a free move. You moved to him for free.
So
should
you
I roll
have your
something here, Dave?
Okay,
Just tell me, should I be rolling?
Maris, your
Yeah.
eyes flutter open. You find yourself on the back of the ship. You kind of realize that you've been kind of like wedged between an alcove and the bulkhead. With you kind of like think pickles, and then he kind of like wearily kind of like does the like, and you see him kind of like rise up out of your coat with a rather worse for wear expression, but he's okay. He gives you a little happy wheeze as he realizes you're okay too.
God, this is rough.
As Amaris says that, you hear a shrill bird-like chirp soar overhead as you see these dicks.
Accurate.
And Maris is like, did I hit my head?
Oh my god.
It's a
These
strange
dicks
jungle.
and- dicks and
Okay, let's
Tzeentch.
rewind. Whew, okay, Maris is on the bulk, lying down. Go. Okay,
Oh,
well,
man. Okay.
Here we are, half an hour into the podcast, and we got flying dicks.
you know, I want to. Okay, whew. No, good. Okay,
All right.
good.
You hear this.
Right, go.
Just give it a moment.
Oh, I got the giggles from that.
You hear a series of vicious chirps, bird-like chirps, as a disc-bound Xangor soars overhead, and you see it leap off onto the back of the ship with its bestial hooves planting into the metal. It rears back and has a double-handed pike in its hands. It's got a brilliant red plumage of feathers back along its neck that has been almost like braided as it hangs down along its back. It has a single cyclopean eye that scans the deck for survivors. As it lets out a war cry, 2 more jump off of their discs and land on the cargo as well. You spot on the back of this ship with you are 4 crewmates that no longer have their weapons with them, but they ready themselves.
So just shit. Why? And Maris thinks to herself, why couldn't I have gotten the fire? Completely out of character. All right. So, what are they called? Zanglors?
Zangor.
Xangor.
Yeah.
And how far away from they are they from me?
They are outside of 5 feet, but in the same zone as you.
All right. And am I prone?
You are prone.
And that takes an action to like stand up, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Maris like lying on her back. Pickles essentially is gonna like hide inside of her clothes at this point. He's had enough of this shit. He's gonna go where it's nice and warm.
Makes sense.
Maris I'm gonna use one of my first actions for her to stand up. She's gonna look over at the for crew and just go, all right, is everyone okay? Are you ready?
They look around. They don't have any like gear. They basically, some of them grab up a couple pieces of like scrap metal. A couple of the dwarves kind of like queue up with like Irish boxing style fisticuffs.
Oh,
but other than that, you can tell they're putting up a brave face, but they're not ready for this.
And so like how high off
how high off the ground? Probably like 10 feet.
You could survive a 10-foot drop, right?
Yeah.
Jordans are
Totally.
pretty sturdy.
Well, I mean, for Dwardens though, it's probably like more like 20 feet.
Yeah, but they're
double.
It's all relative. It's all relative.
Yeah.
They're and we're up against 4 with pikes.
3. So
3 with
sorry, they have
pikes.
saves. Like they have their bow staves still.
They're hitting people with their bows.
I'm just trying to decide if I want to run or fight.
To size these fine, upstanding young men up, these are mutated like beast men. They're probably like between 6 and 7 feet. Long, like vicious looking beaks. They have these like sharp hooves that they have.
Is it going to take an action for me to look around to see where other people are? Because
Nope,
my
that's a
plan
free
is
action.
Okay, so Maris is going to. So while she has the other 4 people with her, 4 dwarves, dwardens.
That's right.
Essentially, I'm looking for other people that can help because Maris would not stand up against these 3 on her own. So she's trying to see who else can help and in numbers. So anyone that's nearby that may or may not have weapons with them.
Cool. That sounds good. Yeah, do an awareness 4-2.
Awareness 4-2. Okay.
And normally this would be free, but I'm just basically saying, it's smoky and hard to see here. Normally you'd be able to kind of tell without doing an awareness, but yeah.
But also, we just fell out of the goddamn sky.
Yep.
I don't want to tell you guys, I told you so, but that's what Cass was worried about this whole time.
2 successes.
And it happened.
2 successes, cool. So you don't see Cass. You notice that like between the back of your ship, there's a thick kind of canopy of trees all around. Beyond the trees, kind of ahead of where your side of the ship came down, you do see a thick plume of smoke rising up. You could probably put 2 and 2 together and assume that that's where the other half of the ship went. You see Okri and Elma, in the field in front of the ship that you're standing on, picking up these, health satchels. Okri has all of his weapons. Elma is unarmed. And that's all that you see around you.
Oh my god. Okay, I guess we're gonna attack.
You can always try diplomacy.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Hey, look, what is even an enemy, really? Think about it.
Can I have her battle cry for help while she attacks?
Yeah, absolutely. Screaming in fear is free action.
Screaming. She's gonna be just screaming. All right, she's gonna draw her pistol and she's gonna fire.
Okay.
In
cool.
the air?
No, at whoever's the closest at her.
Yeah, so go for it. They have a defensive average. What's your little crosshair on the ladder?
Average. So for my accuracy, which I believe that's what it pulls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. It's equal, so you're on 4s.
4 or more. Okay.
Yeah, with your pool. Yeah.
Cool. And that is I roll. Cool. I got a 5.
Just the one?
Just the one.
It doesn't have penetrating though?
No.
Okay, as these, 3, bird goat creatures land on the ship, you draw up your pistol and you blast one. As they kind of come at you out of the smoke, you look at one and the shot that you ring out, it basically glances off its thigh armor. It clenches its bow and looks at you with these like devilish avian eyes.
Oh no.
You do no damage.
Should have run. Should have been a coward. I am learning to be a coward from here on out.
Ouch.
Come on inside the mid-episode break. I've set out some audio tea, some audio crackers. Please help yourself. Just a reminder about the giveaway contest for the Age of Sigmar Soulbound digital core rulebooks and our upcoming Halloween live stream this Friday. So you can find details about those in the show notes. Aside from that, I really wanted to thank everybody who's been listening to the podcast lately. It's really nice to see that listener and subscriber count coming up. It really helps with the amount of work that goes into producing this, DMing and editing and running everything. So I just wanted to say it means a lot, and thank you very much. Also, with seeing that, we actually had a fun idea that we want to start doing. So if you can leave us a positive review on iTunes, we want to start doing actual shout outs in the episodes to say thank you more directly. So actually, if you want to do that and you want to have your thank you by a specific character or a specific player, just be sure to mention that in your review, and we'll make sure that comes through. Aside from that, this saga has been super fun. I actually have a Disciples of Tzeentch list, and I actually run Xangors and Xangor Skyfires. And Franco, who's playing Cass, he runs Stormcast Eternals. And it's been a bit of a long-running rivalry where I would be able to snipe his characters off the board with my Skyfires. So it is kind of a fun reminder, I think, of that as Cass was getting shot last episode.
Anyhow, hope you enjoy the rest of the episode. And, as usual, if you like what we're doing, thank you so much for listening and, consider sharing it. Thank you very much.
That's the end of round 1. So a couple things are going to happen. First, let's go with these Xangors. The one that you shot is definitely going to go for you. What's your defense, Maris?
Average.
Average. Okay, so it gets 2.
Everything's average.
Okay, so it gets 2 with a +1 for successes, so 3 total. What's your armor?
1.
Okay, so you're going to take 2 damage onto your
Okay.
toughness.
Not bad.
Yeah, so it comes in and it just sweeps with its weapon and clocks you. And the other 2, they're going to step up to attack the dwarves. Okay, so the one with the single eye, he actually he moves up. He basically catches one of the dwarden's crude weapons in one hand, and you actually see him rear back, let out a screech, and basically dives forward with its vicious beak, and it rips into this dwarf's neck. And he pauses for a moment to clench and pulls back and takes the dwarves' vocal cords with it as it rears back, and you just see the spray of bloody ichor fly into the mist, and the dwarf slumps to the ground dead.
I just love how it's like, Cass, save people in a fire. Okri, get medical supplies. Maris,
Watch
witness
people die.
horrible, gory mutilations. Just, all right. Cool.
I was thinking the same thing, honestly.
Right? Holy shit.
Dave's like, we're forcing you character growth on you. This is what's
we are
happening.
forcing your hand.
Character growth, quote unquote. Yeah, no, Dave's got it out for poor little Maris. Did you want to see the most horrifying things
Please.
that I could think up? Well, here you go.
Let's make you. You're too bubbly to be in a soul binding. Fuck you.
We're gonna grimdark you up real nice.
Positivity? None of that here, please.
And then later on, what's more, he'll be like, and you could have saved them. This is all your fault.
You did this.
I just have to say, this is awesome.
That's great.
Oh, Maris is really enjoying the neck.
Well,
She
pulley-outy.
says that in character as the other dwarves look over.
It's just fucking awesome.
I hope this doesn't awaken something
metal
in
as
me.
Fuck.
The final Xangor, rears back with his bow stave and basically clocks one of the dwarves across the chest. The dwarf stumbles back, but is not abated. They are going to attack back. There's 3 of them left. They're going to be attacking as a swarm.
I thought there was just 3 of
Swarm
them.
of dwarves.
Oh, 3.
The
Oh no,
dwarves,
the dwarves not. Oh, I was like
Swarm of dwarf. There is four dwarves.
The dwarf
Dwarf.
swarm cometh.
Ermiger, 4 dwarves. Dwarden. Yeah, you're right.
Dwarden, yeah.
That's fair.
Dwarden.
So they're just going to be using some improvised weapons here. But 2 of them, basically, the one that had just attacked on the far right, not the Cyclopean one, they basically just start pummeling with dwarven gauntleted fists.
Gauntlets.
And gauntleted fists. And they pummel the Xangor, and he kind of stumbles back. But he gets a flurry of, no doubt ale-inspired blows, but is still standing.
Good.
Cool.
Yeah, and then that's pretty much what they do. Let's go to spread some of the joy around. Cass, I'm checking something. Okay, nothing happens with the remaining survivors that are not saved. And then
Nothing happens.
nothing happens. Actually, I need to roll something else. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, cool. So
You're all dead.
They all die, especially the ones you'd already saved. No, I'm kidding. The ones that you had saved basically work together, basically like Pikmin, to push a large propeller off of one of the other remaining dwarves that had not been saved, and that one is a-okay. So it's just you and the one remaining heavyset dwarf with the aether rebar in his chest.
The wheezing one, who you could have saved.
Old Wheezy, yeah. I loved him. It's too bad he died.
And then Elma, she goes to pick up another satchel. Hang on one sec.
Oh
yeah,
no.
yeah. It's like there's so much like this. Like, is it gonna like what's going? Is everything gonna blow up? Like, what is happening?
Let me know if I need to prep a Elma, wait!
Okay, she's okay.
Okay.
She picks up another set of satchels.
But she could have died. She could have died. But she's okay.
Oh boy. Alright.
This is turning into a very savage opening here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and then we roll back around in the order, and you guys get to do this all over again. Okri, what do you do?
Oh, God.
Until I have my way as DM and I can kill indiscriminately.
Until
the dice
you
allow me.
all give in.
None of you can die until I've broken you spiritually.
Varys
is almost there.
Just you wait. She's gonna become a hard ass.
Nice.
Hard ass.
When the ship is in ashes, then you have my permission to die. Oh wow, my rebreather's kind of messing up.
You managed to kind of like
Yes.
your helmet in your hands, because you weren't wearing it before.
Yep.
You feel it kind of hum back to life. So
All right, I
yeah,
slap it back on,
cool. It's free action.
and it just turns back on, and I assume I heard Maris crying out my name.
100%.
Okay, I whip my head in that direction, and I use
break
my...
Not your neck, your head.
Well, dang.
As soon as they show weakness, I'll get them.
Yeah, yes. And here I thought I was being slick mentioning I'm putting the helmet on.
Yeah,
you
just
fool.
he fell into my trap.
Fool.
Yeah.
It's too heavy.
Sorry.
It's
That was
okay.
funnier than I.
We're painting this picture of Dave as such a vindictive DM.
Oh my god.
You
All
fought
right.
fish last time.
With legs.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna carefully crane my neck to the other side, not too quick so I don't get whiplash, and I will use my lenses to try and zoom in and figure out where who just yelled my name.
Yeah, you spot all this happening. Additionally, with that amount of successes, you actually hear some rummaging coming from inside the vessel, underneath all the Xangors and the crew.
Okay.
Someone's moving around the hold, and you hear kind of clattering sounds.
Okay. Is this one zone away?
So basically, imagine that the back of the ship is one zone, and the entire clearing around the ship is another zone.
Okay, I'm going to whip out my vulcanizer pistol that I named Vulcan. Very, very smart. And I'm going to aim it at one of the Xangors that I can spot. One of the one that's the farthest away from not civilians, but from, friendlies. As far possible away from friendlies.
They are
All engaged.
Yeah, they're all engaged. Yeah.
Farthest away from Maris. And I'm going to shoot.
Okay, cool. Yep, that's the
Thanks.
one that had just been punched.
You're welcome. The one that just got punched. I have a good accuracy.
They have average defense.
Okay, so on a 3. Just dropped a dice. Casualty. Although I did roll a 6 on the ground, but that doesn't count. 3 successes.
Nice.
Oh, nope. 4 successes.
Oh, even better.
I know.
Okay.
So that is 5 damage.
A great exchange. Ah, that's better. Yes, I know.
Yes, indeed.
Excellent work. So
Thank
how
you.
much damage?
5.
5. Any traits or anything on that?
No, I would have had Rend, which would have splintered off one of its armor, but instead of going for the 6, I went for another success. So just 5.
Okay. Yeah. So you fire off a shot. What's the vulcanizer shot like?
The best way I can picture it is a red hot Martian death ray. Just and
Nice.
just shoots.
Cool. Yeah. So you tag one of these in the back, and it basically drills in through the rib cage and bursts out the front. You see the Xangor kind of hunch over forward, but it is still standing.
Oh. Okay, we're gonna do metal. I'm gonna vent the heat out of it and shoot it again. Same one.
Cool.
and I got 3 successes with a 6, so it gets rid of one of its armor.
Nice. Okay, describe it.
Essentially, so I do the first shot, and you said it goes through it. It went through the Xangor.
You hit it like through the rib and the lung. Yeah.
I just kind of like slap the back, vent out like the heat sink, slap a new one in, and then just shoot it again, same like around the same spot.
Okay. Maris, you from your position, you don't see Okri as well, but you do see these 2 like bright, brilliant shots ring out from beyond the mist, and like you see this Xangor like take 2 shots in the back as they burst out. He bursts out the chest, and you hear him like let out one last chirrup call, and he slumps onto the deck and kind of rolls down and falls off the front.
Yeah. And I will actually start doing a waving my hands up and just kind of like, hey-o, over here, hey-o.
Cool.
Try and draw them away.
Okay.
Oh, not at Maris. Okay.
No,
got it.
I'm trying to draw the Xangors away.
Acknowledge
Maris-
what I did.
Maris is
Hey,
like-
Maris, how cool was that?
Was that cool? Was it?
Thumbs up.
I can't see a
I need feedback.
I'd like you to do an intimidation soul, Okri.
Intimidation soul.
Yeah, 4
1
2.
dice. All right.
Oh, okay.
1. I rolled a 1.
Your pants fall down.
You split your pants.
Well, that's one way to intimidate them. I'm sorry.
Flash him. Ah!
Okri's over there, the mist
They feel
clears,
emboldened.
and you can see his eyes just kind of appear, and he's given the stink eye, like one eyebrow's raised, and he's got a grit in his teeth, and the camera pans down, and he's just in his tidy whities.
His heart boxers.
Mhm. All right.
Get away
Cass.
from my friend.
Well, friend.
Get away from my acquaintance.
My colleague.
What
Your
the-
work associate. Yeah. Get away from our intern.
And
Hey,
Maris,
that's our intern.
Maris called Okri her, and Maris is thinking Okri's like my best Jordan friend because Bort's
Aw.
just like not interested in me.
Aw. Cassandra, what do you do?
I'd like to inspect this old Wheezy's wound here.
Oh, help me. Please, I'm so wheezy.
I don't think I do about. Don't think I can do much about that. But if you could just tell me, where it hurts, maybe I might be able to lend you a hand.
Get this out of my lung.
All right then. I'm gonna pull it on the count of 3.
Just stop talking. Just do it.
1,
Oh, God, it hurts so much.
2.
Get it out. End this. End this macabre fantasy.
Hold on, I haven't finished speaking. I haven't finished counting it down.
Help me.
3. Just
Life is pain. Do a might body check.
No medicine? Just
Yeah,
like
what?
I'm gonna mite the health into you. Like
You're pulling out the rebar.
Do I have
Don't stab
medicine?
it back in.
No, I don't have.
Might body.
I just wanted to
4-2.
see if I might
Yeah.
have.
Actually,
If
yeah.
you might have.
done it. Nice.
Hey.
Nice.
Oh.
We make jokes. We make jokes on the show.
Do we,
They
Dave?
They always.
Do we
land.
make jokes?
Structurally, we do.
Yeah, I'll take the compliment. I got a 6, 5, and a 4, and a 3.
Okay. Describe it.
Yeah, so Cassandra counts down, and yanks this thing clean out, just in a straight line, and it comes out, and the man's life is saved. Okay. You'll want to put some pressure on that wound, I hear.
Yeah. Do you want to do a medicine mind?
Sure, yeah, this will go very well. Just say, oh shit, a 6 and a 5. Okay, this actually will go well. Maybe I don't know what the difficulty was.
Cool. So 6 and a 5, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Surprisingly.
You managed to like put some pressure on it, and he he kind of looks at you and like, thank you, Cowpoke. You know the real irony. The real irony is my name is Wheezy. And he leans back, but he's stable.
Oh, I thought he was gonna die because
Oh,
that
I
was
was
the
like,
worst.
shit.
That was a
Yes,
shit.
No,
dude.
it's, Maris wasn't involved in this scene. It's okay. He's not gonna die.
Oh,
Oh no, the truth comes out.
and the
See,
DM
the-
has murdered me.
Oh fuck! I just love the idea of like, well, you succeeded your medicine check, which means he passed peacefully. Oh,
I could actually see that happening. Like that's in universe.
He,
You've eased his passing. Good job.
yeah, his last moments were not sums of pain.
Yeah, Cass is gonna tip her hat and tell the man, I'm gonna go see if I can save some more from their ailments.
Okay.
You'll want to get a doctor to look at that, and also the hole in your chest.
Oh, thank you very much. You've done for me today. I feel.
She pats him on the head, and she's gonna move on now.
Something about that is just so funny. Just
Okay, do we remember, Dave? This is not an ASMR podcast.
Oh my god, that'd be the worst. You're just trying to fall asleep to that sound.
to Wheezy? I hate you all.
If we get
Isn't
to
this
100,
relaxing?
100 positive reviews on iTunes, I will do a 45-minute episode as Wheezy. And
That
it'll be
is-
binaural, which it will be.
We
meaning that
are-
It will have 2 microphones set up.
I am holding you to that.
Yeah, that's a
Sure. If we get,
You
get,
can do
hang on,
45
hang on,
minutes of
hang
that,
on.
Dave?
Okay,
Hang on.
all right, we're running.
Hang on.
Okay,
If we
I'm
get-
writing this down.
If
Let's
we
walk
get
this
to
back.
100
Let's walk this back.
If we
Yeah.
get 100 positive reviews on iTunes before the end of 2020, we get a
Aw,
45-minute
coward.
ASMR Wheezy episode.
I'm gonna buy some bots.
I'm literally writing this down.
That's a big commitment.
Sure.
45 minutes.
I can't even
Prove me
fathom.
wrong.
I can't even
ASMR.
All right,
fathom
all
how you would
That's his
fill
own.
45 minutes with
All
that.
right. Death and destruction. Death and destruction.
Cass, you have 2 more actions.
I'm gonna take stock of the situation again. Like what's changed? What looks like it's gonna blow up? Am I in danger, Dave?
Yes,
Always.
yes, and always.
Okay.
You have there was a series of explosions on the other side of the trees. You don't know what's over there, though.
I think it's time to find the rest of my crewmates and specifically the ones that I came here with.
Your posse?
Yeah, my posse.
Mhm.
Nice.
Cool. So,
Yep.
what are you gonna do?
I'll
You're
look
just
for
standing
them,
over
use my
Wheezy thinking about
eyeballs.
what to do next. Yeah.
I want to use my eyeballs. I want to use my special human eyeballs to
Your
scope
peepers.
out the
you know that there's explosions beyond the trees, and you can see a plume of smoke from that side of the trees as well. You're able to assume that the other half of the ship is there.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna run over. I'm gonna take Dave's hint here. I'm gonna fucking roll over to the front half of the ship where I'm seeing explosions and hubbub.
Yeah, so it's the back half. You can go. It'll take you a move into through the trees, and another move out the other side to get to the back if you want to do that. So it'd be 2 moves.
Perfect. I think
if
I
you
have
to spend a medal though.
Yes, I will.
And actually, as you emerge to the other side, you see between you and the ship, you could go around it if you'd like, but there's a field of 11 medical packs on the ground. You see Okri standing nearby with his big old vulcanizer pistol aiming at a pair of Xangors on the back deck of the ship. And you also spot a rather beleaguered medical officer trying to pick up these satchels. You can also see, based on the scorch marks on the ground, a wrong move could cause these things to explode.
The medical satchels?
Yeah.
Chock-a-block full of alcohol.
Gotcha.
Let's get back to causing distress and
Specifically to Maris.
speaking of which, it's Maris' turn. Maris, you are toe to toe with a Xangor. The leader of these 3 Xangor Skyfires is next to it. He's facing down 4 remaining unarmed or improvised armed dwarves. What do you do?
So I'm closest to the leader, you said?
You're closest to the not leader.
Not leader.
Okay.
Is it an I'm going to can I see I was able to see Okri. Yes, I was.
Yeah, you can see him.
So my first action is I'm gonna pull some badass tactician move because I really like Dwardens with lasers.
Okay.
So I'm going to did I do this with Okri before? Do you need a TLDR of the tactician talent?
I don't know what it does.
Okay. So tactician. I can pick an ally within medium range. I'm assuming Okri's within medium range.
Yep.
They can then
Mhm.
make an attack against a target of my choice. If they
Wow.
attack, and it's when they do attack, we add a dice roll equal to my mind to your attack, and only one creature can benefit from this once per round. This is how we boiled an eel alive with Bort's laser eyes. So,
And can you enlighten us and tell us how much mind you do have left?
oh,
Sorry, that you
how
have.
much? I have 3 mind, so we're gonna fuck some shit.
Wait, so he gets 3 extra dice?
Yeah.
That's good.
Wow, nice.
I put her highest stat is mind as well. She's going to point at the leader and yell, "Okri, do it again!" and just like point her finger at the leader.
All right, pop the heat sink, load another one, and here we go.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Sure. So it's an extra 3 dice.
Yeah, add dice
Wow.
equal to your mind, and that's 3.
I have a good accuracy.
They have average defense. You're on 3s.
Just like creepy giggles.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 successes, which means it's 7 damage.
Wow. Okay.
No 6s.
Okri, you take aim at this this leader.
Yeah.
He's got like this like bright, brilliant, light red plumage. You full on like fire, and yeah, it rips right through his chest.
Good.
And you see him drop to a knee and a hand before like shuddering for a moment. Nice shot. He's still standing though.
Oh, well, no, he's
No,
on
he's
a knee.
kneeling.
He
Yeah.
took a knee.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take my next action now.
Oh. Just finish him off.
Oh no, don't
No.
steal my thunder.
Sorry.
Is there such thing as called shots?
Yes.
I believe there is. Yeah.
So it's up here in our little handy dandy sheet. It'll be under the actions in combat on the right hand side.
Called
keep
shot.
Called shot.
yeah,
So you can attack the head, the arms, or the legs. If you attack the head, their defense increases by 2. If the attack deals damage, the target is stunned. The arms means that it'll drop items, and the legs means that they'll drop prone.
Now, I will say, like, from a mechanical perspective, if you're going to hit him with the intent to kill, if you kill him, if you shoot him in the head, like, and you didn't declare that, but if you kill him, like, you can shoot him in the head, but if you want the mechanical effects of shooting him in the head and he doesn't die, that's a different thing. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
So essentially, if I want to say I want to murder this dude, let's just be clear, murder. He just ripped out a dwarden's throat. I could just attack as normal. If I killed him, I could claim I shot him in the head, or if I did a called shot.
Yeah,
So that's the
exactly.
better thing to do versus a called shot, which I could lose that.
Called
Okay.
shots are really good against like very elite enemies that have yet to be
Really
like
good.
damaged because you like debuff them. Yeah, it's
Okay.
crazy.
So I'm gonna just take my pistol. So the leader's kneeling, and I'm gonna take my pistol, aim it at the leader, and just fire. And
Awesome. Average defense. Yeah.
and I have what do I have to roll? There we go. Dice pool. Okay.
So you're on 4s.
Oh, that's right.
Don't miss.
1 success.
Okay. I think actually what happens here is, you see his big eye. You actually see it glaze over with like a haze of blue and pink. And, as you basically like press the gun to his temple, you spot him put a hand over the muzzle of the barrel and just take the hit. But it doesn't do any damage. And he looks up at you with viscous blood dripping from its beak.
I'm gonna take a free action, and Maris is just gonna scream in anger at him, like just full throttle horse scream.
You actually, I don't know if you did it last time. You have a metal you can still use.
Oh, okay.
That's
We're
when you
gonna
just
scream.
start
We're gonna scream. I don't know if I took a medal. I don't know if I did. I didn't listen to the whole last episode.
Oh, like yet? Oh no.
So
well,
let's
you
just
can use it now.
Okay. I'm gonna shoot again.
Yeah, go for it.
Again, gun pointed, full horse scream, and 1 success.
Yeah.
Just,
Again.
just he takes the other hand and puts it in front of the gun. God damn
Yeah,
it.
it rings out, but yeah, it bounces off his armor and doesn't do any damage.
We're gonna get a better gun.
For those of you with less than you're not super combat oriented, what you can also do is you can actually use your metal to double your training or use focus,
Yep.
basically double your focus.
Oh.
So instead of using it for an extra action, you could actually buff an existing roll, which sometimes can be better. Like, for someone like Okri, who's probably going to hit most shots, but he wants to get more damage out, he can do stuff like that. But if, you're not necessarily going to reliably hit enough to deal damage, you could double your training that way.
You tell me now.
Yeah.
Tell me now.
That's just more pain that he's trying to inflict.
Aw, starting to feel bad.
No,
Good.
this
Xangor's
is
turn.
great. Don't.
Speaking of inflicting pain, the Xangors are going to go now.
The Xangors. I love
What
that
about the
catchy
dwarves?
catchphrase.
What happened to the swarm of dwarves?
They go right after the Zangors.
Oh, okay.
Swarm of dwarves.
I thought they might have just all died already.
Nah, they're just hanging off of his legs.
That's
and
this
stuff.
turn.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Bring him down.
Not gnomes.
Pickles
Was they gnomes now?
Yeah.
Bring him down.
Pickles is also screaming from inside her coat.
Maris, how much armor do you have?
1.
And what's your defense?
Average. Everything's average.
Okay, this leader that currently has his hand around your gun, flips. He's kind of holding the bow, but he flips it down in one hand and swings up and clocks you along the side, dealing 3 damage minus your armor.
Oh, so 2. Okay. All right.
And then with his other action, he is going to dodge, which is going to increase his defense by 1 step and add 1d6 for his dice pool for body reflex.
If Maris kills him, I wonder if she can eat him like she ate those fish.
Oh my god.
Christ. That's what she's getting at.
Are we wearing her down, or was she like this to begin with?
That's
Yeah.
the secret.
We got to find out more about Maris's backstory. My goodness.
She just likes to try new things.
The other Xangor that's there is going to... What would he do? They're still doing... Yeah, he's going to attack the dwarves.
Good old swarm of Dordans.
Bump those dwarven legs.
Yeah, so he does a couple things. One is he takes the stave in 2 hands and raises it overhead and brings it down onto one of the dwarves and strikes them along the temple. And as he does so, the dwarf goes limp and hits their head on a railing and then tumbles off the end of the ship.
Oh no.
Afterwards, another Dwarden bravely charges forward. Says something like, "I'll have you, long shanks," or something like that. The Xangor basically raises a cloven hoof and kicks this Dwarden square in the ribcage, which at one point buckles the armor. He wheezes out one last breath and slumps down to the ground, bleeding out. There are 2 dwarves left.
Oh.
Now they attack.
Ha ha. Sorry.
It's family show. Family show.
They're not dying. They're going to sleep.
Yeah.
They're going to the big ship in the sky.
Yeah, as this one Xangor deals a large amount of damage, one of the dwarves clocks him along the jaw and apparently breaks his wrist as he does no damage.
You got strong jaws.
Oh
Strong
my
jaws.
god.
Elma is still picking up satchels.
Perfect.
Oh, please stop, Elma.
Okay.
Oh
So-
no.
At the end of every round, I'm rolling a d6. On a 1,
Tell me what you rolled.
on a 1, something happens. She sees Cass, come out of the forge. She's like, "Wait, don't move. These satchels are incredibly dangerous. I need to get these out of here to make sure we're safe. Okay? Now, just watch." She slowly reaches down to
Oh,
pick up
no.
one satchel. Cass, she looks up at you. Okay, now whatever you do, and then she explodes.
Oh, wait, did she really explode?
Yes, a cinder ekes out from the wreckage, lands on the satchel as she's picking it up, and she detonates.
Is the fire fucking has it out for us? Like,
No, just Cass.
Just
yeah. Oh my god, just real fire hates Cass.
Okri, you feel a splash of what seems to be rain along your dwarven armor.
Oh,
Welcome to trauma.
well,
what
that's
did she
kind
like
of
explode from the inside out? Like what just happened?
Imagine you're holding TNT.
Dynamite.
I still want to go. I want to go into this. What kind of medicine have you been introduced to, Dave? That like
So Okri gets covered in blood rain.
I don't know that yet.
Actually, do you want to roll a medicine mind check?
Oh boy,
To
For
see
sure.
what.
Cass.
Oh,
am I determining if she's dead or not?
Am I rolling it?
I thought Okri was gonna roll
She
to see
could be
what
fine.
landed on
I
me.
thought that was supposed
Like-
to be me. What landed?
oh,
Can I
Medicine
roll that?
mind to determine what might have been in these satchels.
Sure. Yeah, I got a 5 and a 1.
4 and 2, 5 and a 1. You're not sure, but
It seems
sure
explosive.
was.
Can
sure
I roll
is
it?
And was explosive. Yeah, sure, go for it.
Can I roll?
Oh,
No.
I got all ones except for a 2.
And you explode.
I don't think this is medicine.
Yeah, and that's the end of the turn. And how y'all doing?
Ah,
Guys doing okay?
I haven't taken any damage very much, so
I... oh,
Physical.
Looking for that silver lining there.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you hear coming from inside the ship, you see a hatch on the side open with like a heavy dwarven boot, and you see Captain Braca come out. She chucks a crate out in front of her. It does not explode, but it hits the ground, and a bunch of quad breathers kind of come tumbling out. Those are basically breathing devices that will let you get through any sort of like fiery elements without too much smoke inhalation. But yeah, she jumps out from the hold and gets her bearings. But that's all there is for this turn. She waves you over in case you need anything.
Do
she'll
you
save
need
us.
anything? Like anything? Can I get you something?
Coffee, tea, yeah,
Like water.
Yeah, a new medic.
I'll remove the eyeball that's on your armor.
Okri, it's your turn.
All right. Very quickly, I will take stock of like, is that raining? What happened? Oh, oh no. I'm going to take all these satchels that I have like in one hand, and I
Yep.
will huck them far away from people,
Okay,
away from the
sure.
fire, away
Sure.
from the fire, because I realize what exactly happened to Alma. Oh God! And I will. Okay, what? Okay, so just so I get my bearings, Braca just came out of the hold, which
Yep.
on top of which is Maris and one Xangor, two Xangors.
Two
left.
Xangors. Yeah. One Xangor, the leader is pretty roughly wounded, but the other one is unscathed.
2 dead Dwardens and two dead and 2 alive.
Oh, 3.
3 dead, 2 alive.
Oh, okay. I got bad at math with all the death.
It's okay. It's part of
Oh.
the trauma.
You just forget, you know.
I lost count after 20.
Yeah.
This is not my first ship crash, so I'm going to shoot at the one that is still hale and hearty,
Okay.
and I will attempt to murder. Well, at this point, it's revenge killing more than anything. Grudge! And I shoot it. I get it with... I get 4 successes. So, 5 damage.
And you ignore armor?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you
Nothing
rip
fancy
through the
happens.
Xangor, and he lets out a scream, but is still standing.
All right, and one more time. Gonna shoot it again.
Gonna celebrate death.
One more
What?
time. I got 2 successes this time,
2 successes. Okay.
so 3 damage.
Okay.
Does it die?
It does not die. It is
No!
really close.
No
Actually,
whammies, no whammies.
I want, as this chaos is happening, you actually see Braca take out a pistol from her side, points it at the sky, and fires. And a brilliant blue plume of smoke kind of trails up from where she shot. And then you see her like watching the sky for a few moments. But that's all she's going to be doing right now.
Braca! Could I call out to her?
You certainly can.
Braca, is this for backup?
She says, "We need to get out of this forest," and then that's kind of all she says.
Go.
And Okri, I think you did one action. Do you want to do anything else?
No, I did use a metal to shoot it twice.
Oh, you did. Sorry, my bad. Is that the end of Okri's turn then? Yes, I think it is. Cass.
Yes.
Dat Cass. What are you gonna do?
Oh,
Don't like that. Cass is gonna take off her hat and place it over her chest and close her eyes and do a little nod of the head to acknowledge the person's life that she just saw extinguished before her. And she'll place that hat back on, whip out the old 6-shooter, level the sights on that Xangor's face, and
Which there's two. Which one?
the one that's beating up the dwarves.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then she'll pull the trigger.
Awesome.
I'm just accumulating my dice. You know
Blast.
what? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I literally just forgot how to do combat.
So what's your dice pools? And they have a defensive rating of average. So if your little marksman crosshair, is that average or good?
Just want to make sure I'm rolling the right things. So she'll pull the trigger. She's got 4 body, 2 ballistics, and a focus in there. All right.
And what's your ladder rating?
She is a good for.
Okay, they're average, so you're hitting on 3s.
Cool. So I got 4 undisputed successes and a 2, which I'll then upgrade to a 3 using the 1 focus. So that's 5 total
Nice.
damage, or 5 total success plus 1, 6 damage. Boom.
Awesome. Yeah. Describe it.
She headshots this bird right through the beak mouth.
His
No.
fucking beak, his beak fucking face. Yeah, awesome.
His beak ass face.
Yeah, this Xangor had literally just killed 2 Dwarden, and as it reared back in pride, you strike it and it falls to the ground.
I want a quick correction there. The Xangor didn't kill the Dwarden. It was Maris who did. I think we've established this through her inaction. Yeah.
This
Oh
is what
my
I
God.
get for having a doom. This is what I get.
I just wanted to clarify. But do
Yeah.
continue. Yeah.
Well, that was the end of my description.
Oh,
What are you
perfect,
gonna do
excellent.
next? Yeah.
I'll take a shot at the next one too. You know what? Just why
Yep.
not 2 for 2?
Cool.
So this one is gonna cost a
This is your
medal, I
medal?
believe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I will gladly spend. Do the same roll. And it's the same stats.
Same stats. Yeah.
Cool. So I got a 6, 5, and 3 3s. And
Cool.
then my final one is a 2, which turns into a 3. So that's all 6, baby.
So you got 6 through.
Yeah, 6
Oh.
successes. So 7 total damage.
This is their leader, like with a single cyclopean eye that is currently holding onto the barrel of Maris's
one
pistol
eye.
and moving in to strike. What do?
I shoot off his arm to stop him
The
from
whole arm?
striking. Well, yeah,
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Can we
that's what
just
I'll try to do?
set the stage? There's Maris. He's holding on the gun, and you're shooting around Maris or past Maris.
Sure, why not? Yeah.
I mean, I guess you want a cowpoke to do that because, she's got the pistols and the gun. She's gonna be able to mess shit up.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
This cyclopean creature, like it rears back. It's still got its bloody beak. It reaches back with its bow stave, and it moves to strike you. And at the elbow, like a piercing shot rings through, shatters the elbow into pieces. The limb goes limp. And then with the sustained damage, this Xangor lets out one last cry as it hits the railing behind it and topples onto flaming wreckage below with a sickening crunch.
Nobody hurts my acquaintances. kind of friends.
No, we're friends now. We have our souls. We're thrown in a blender and mixed up into margarita and dumped back into us. So we're friends now.
Wow, things escalated very quickly.
I want all 3 of you to make an awareness mind 4-2.
3 successes.
3 successes.
3 successes as well.
Hey.
Okay, sweet.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
crap. I could have said something about disarming him.
Ah.
No.
You still have.
Hold on, editor Dave. Well, looks like I've disarmed him.
That was it.
I have a disarming nature. Fuck.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
You guys just rattle off a couple more, and we'll see which one works best.
You're good,
No.
man. Okay, so All three of you see.
I'll go on a limb and say he's dead.
That was a good one too.
Thank you. I gotta hand it to you.
You're
really
fired,
gotta-
Dave.
I-
Dave,
yeah.
nope.
I
nope.
really have to hand it to myself
Cass and Okri, all of the satchel charges explode around you.
and save us from this fucking nightmare.
All three of you see, in response to the flare that Baraka shot up, the blue plume, you see another plume in the distance. In response to her blue plume, you actually see one that is a bright, brilliant purple. Okri,
Yes.
you recognize that plume. It's not from Barak Urbaz, where these dwarves are from. It's from Barak Nar.
Ah, fuck. But also good.
And
oh, no.
as that general, the chaos kind of around you subsides, you feel the earth quake under your feet as sinkholes open up around the ship, and you and the crew, you begin to slide down into the dark as brilliant bioluminescent mushrooms light up the pit that you've now fallen into, and the ground above you, swells shut as you are enclosed in the darkness.
What in the hell is happening?